God is so good. One of the things that I pray for constantly is that God bring me people into my clinic that need to hear from Him. Somebody that needs some encouragement, somebody that needs a word. And I, don't really expect anything. I just pray that whoever it is, that He gives me the right words. And yesterday was a really good example of that. And honestly, it was a little bit of a surprise to me because the way that it happened, this patient's daughter was the one that brought her in. And she said that she had chosen to bring her mother here because of my faith. Now, this I had an experience before. This was a Spanish speaker. Now, speak fluently in Spanish, but I feel like I wouldn't have had the words to say a lot of what I said yesterday because I was talking about the Bible. I was like talking to her specifically about the things that I've learned from getting to know God, from reading the word, from my personal journey. And sometimes I have a hard time articulating that in English. And yet I feel like the Holy Spirit just gave me all of the words that I needed to say exactly what she needed to hear. And mind you, we spoke for about 20 minutes in Spanish. I was preaching the gospel in Spanish. Like, what? What was really beautiful to see, though, is how her demeanor changed. So when she came in, she was kind of quiet, looking down, and her daughter said, she is a woman of faith. My mother prays, she reads the Bible, she's, getting closer to God, and she unfortunately has lost a lot of faith in the medical community, but she's also struggling with anxiety and depression. And she mentioned, that maybe I could help her because of the fact that I was a Christian. Initially, I was asking about, medical history, and the daughter was mostly speaking at this point. The mother was still very quiet, very, kind of looking down. And then I just put my stuff aside and I turned to the patient and I just started to talk in Spanish. And I just started with, what I know, what my experience has been in getting to know God, and just started talking. And little by little, I saw the lady's eyes just open up. She was more you could tell that she was looking and hearing and understanding what I was saying. Mind you, this lady was over 70 years old. Okay. I'm 38. And I don't know if you've been here before where you're like, what can I give to somebody who probably has already experienced it, right? But at the same time, I felt so empowered by the Holy Spirit that I just said what was in my heart. The Lord put the right words in me to say what I feel she needed to hear in that moment. And before we knew it, 20 minutes had passed. This lady's demeanor had changed. She was open, she was talking, she was, I could tell that she was just very changed by the things that I mentioned. Now, this isn't me, this is the Lord putting people in the right position, in the right place at the right time. But my encouragement to you today is that don't let the obstacles that you put in your head keep you from saying the things that God puts in your heart. I think that the initial obstacle was, how am I going to speak in Spanish and articulate the things that I'm going to want to say? That's number one. Number two, second obstacle that I was putting in my head was what do I have to offer this lady? I'm 38. She's over 70. She's experienced way more than me. But yet, the Lord put her in my path for a reason. And she may have come for physical healing. I believe in my heart that yesterday was spiritually healing for her.